This little beautiful sort of metallic mushy pea green thing is a 1968 Mazda Cosmo Sport, a classic Japanese sports car powered by a rotary engine. Now, I haven't been putting out videos for a couple of months, but when I saw this thing as a mod on the BeamNG forums, I couldn't resist it. I had to review it. It's such a cool thing, and exactly up my street. So for the first time in a couple of months, a brand new video from me. Welcome to, essentially, the original Mazda RX series. Oh let's see. Right, I think I'll start off with some negatives first. Let's have a look into the interior. It isn't the best. It's decent, but in places it is also a bit polygonal. Not as smooth as I'd like it to be. Some of the textures are lacking. Not just, you know, the dreaded orange no texture of death, just not enough. And also, it's a bit bland behind the seats. These seats, however, are actually really cool. Look at the nice pattern on them. And there's also the little attention to detail of a little line across where the two cushions meet in the base. And, as you'll see, it's got an animated handbrake. I can't work out where the gear lever is, though. But that's on my end. Other news? Well, it's not got any openable parts. Apparently the openable parts are going to come soon, but for now, because it's, to quote the website, got a custom J-beam, that means no openable parts. Geez, a bit of a shame to me, but give me something to look forward to in the future, as well as Forza Horizon 6. I've actually had to turn the volume down because that rotary engine is really loud. 8,000 RPM it hits. Oops. Sorry. The interface is lagging, so I can't work out when I'm supposed to change gear or not. Gotta get used to that. As you can see, it does handle pretty well. Would handle even better if there wasn't so much AI traffic to hit. Oh well. Just gotta keep your eye on the ball. Oh, and the brakes are questionable. It's got discs at the front, but drums at the back, which means, well, the braking isn't the best at times. If it was discs all round, then it would probably be much better, but, you know, gotta make do with it. This is the Sport Rotary S, which basically means bone stock. You could buy it from the factory back in 1968. Probably not this one though, because it's just been wrecked. It is genuinely a really good handling car, it's just I'm not a very good driver. Not helped by the fact that I can only get 50% out of the brake pedal, because otherwise my chair will move back. Gotta get that fixed. Oh, and it slides. Forgot to mention it slides. It's a lot of power with not much weight and on a relatively small wheelbase, so yeah, very slidey. But when you get on top of it, and when you actually start driving it quickly, very rewarding. It's a good fun car. Oh this is the Wangan config, completed in black with these new, very cool wheels that you see a lot in classic racers. It's a heavily modified Cosmo, designed for high-speed highway runs, but it doesn't really do very well at high-speed highway runs because it's so slidey, so I've taken it to a drift shack instead. You notice on the rev limiter that it'll actually do 10,000 RPM. I can't imagine how well this thing goes through engines, so let's see. Oh, Jesus wept. See what I mean about it being slidey? Right, let me get it back round and we can have another crack. Bear in mind I'm not very good at drifting, and this thing is a slidey bugger. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. As you can see, it does in fact slide. I just don't slide it very well. You really get a sense of power in this thing. It's ridiculously powerful, and you just know that too much throttle will absolutely send you into a ditch, or a wall, or a tree, depending on what's closest. I'll give it another crack, come on. No. So I'm not the best drifter, but this is absolutely the config you want to do if you are a drift fan. Right, so you know the Alfa Romeo Giulia from the 1960s, and there's the Alfaholics GTI R290, which is like a modded Giulia done by Alfaholics that's very good at drifting and fun. This is essentially that for a Cosmo. Welcome to the Nordschleife, better known as, well, not better known as, also known as the Nürburgring. Oh, for God's sake, I've spun this one. I just can't drive today. Anyway, so this is a replica of the Marathon de la Route Cosmo, aka one of the cars that drove at the actual, oh for God's sake, Nürburgring 24 Hours back in 1968. Now, Nürburgring 24 Hours, I don't think a lot of you can comprehend how difficult a race like that is. Endurance racing in itself is hard enough nowadays. Back then it was even more hard because you had to make sure you looked after your car, and of course you didn't have any of the driver aids, and they were more dangerous, as evidenced by me spinning this one constantly. But then there's also the fact that this is a rotary engine car, e.g. a car that is notoriously unreliable in what is essentially a race of reliability. You've got to be fast, but you've also got to make sure your car actually gets home. To finish first you have to finish. And, well, it's very difficult to finish if your engine's blown up, hasn't it? Sorry, isn't it? And then on top of that, it took place at the Nürburgring. Now, I'm going to copy off Top Gear here for a moment, but Silverstone, the Formula 1 GP circuit, has 12 corners. The actual Top Gear race circuit has 8 corners. Already in this video, you have seen me go through probably about 6 corners. Quite badly. The total number of corners of the Nürburgring? 147, but don't worry, there's a GP circuit. It's only got like 74. Amazing. Point is, this is the most grueling and demanding racetrack in the world. And Mazda took one of their little wankle engine sports cars on it to do an endurance race. Honestly, brave move, to say the least. Let's just hope the drivers have more talent than I did, because I've binned it about 5 times already. The Marathon de la Route config is pretty good, actually. If you look at it, you've got the roll bar in the back, rally lights, special rally tyres, and changed wheels with stuff like no hubcaps for added lightness. It's been simplified and they've added lightness. Gotta love seeing the Lotus Mantra. It's pretty good. I mean, there's really just not much different to the standard Cosmo. Well, other than a bit quicker, because it's lighter. And the engine's been slightly upgraded, I think. Really, in all truthfulness, don't really see the point in it. And I've just turned it into a tripod. Okay. As it turns out, the Nürburgring is very difficult to drive. Point proven. So let's look at the final config. The race modified one. Not actually inspired by a specific car this time. Oh, what the Okay. As I was saying, not exactly inspired by a specific car this time, more a number of them cobbled together. Apparently it's got grippier tyres. I'll believe that when I see it. I don't know what's up with it. Why is it acting like this? Whoa, okay. Why is it doing that? There appears to be something really wrong with the brakes. So, hold on, let me just flip it round. There we go, lovely. Every time I change gear or brake, it just spins. I don't know why. Also, another thing that's annoying me is that the fact that the body and the wheels are of different shades of red. Not very happy with this config, to be honest. It's cool to look at, not to actually drive. Stop spinning! I don't know why it's spinning. I can't brake. Oh, no, I'm stuck in the gravel trap. Bugger me. Hold on. Yeet. I'm saying yeet in 2024, people. Look at me. Seriously, though, it should not be this challenging just to have to use the brakes, actually. Or to change gear in this damn racer. Not the best config. So overall, I think it's a case of, yes, this has the chance to be a really good mod. It's still very much early stages right now, though, so I'd say watch this space. Just download it now and, well, wait a bit. Of course, though, if you did want to just have fun in a couple of the configs, oops, it's still easily possible. These are good cars. Just need a bit of work, that's all. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully I will return to making frequent uploads soon. I know for a fact that when Forza Horizon 5 comes out, which should be near the end of this year, I will be making a lot of videos on that. So in the meantime, see you soon. And I've just crashed it again.